What if you're not just in the universe, but inside a black hole? It sounds like science fiction, a wild fantasy. But some physicists believe this may actually be true. That everything we see, every galaxy, every planet, every moment in time, exists inside something far stranger than we've ever imagined. Think about it. The universe began with a sudden expansion, what we call the Big Bang. But no one really knows why it happened, or what came before. Now imagine this. Somewhere in another universe, a star collapses into a black hole. And in that moment, a brand new universe is born inside it. One where time flows, galaxies grow, and beings like us ask big questions. That new universe could be ours. This is the universe within theory, a bold idea that connects black holes, the Big Bang, and the possibility of infinite realities. If it's true, it rewrites everything we think we know about space, time, and our place in it. So buckle up, because once we fall in, there might be no coming back. You're watching Boundless Universe, where we explore the edge of science, space, and imagination. We hear about black holes all the time. Mysterious, deadly, strange. But most of us only scratch the surface of what they truly are. A black hole forms when a massive star exhausts its fuel and collapses under its own gravity. If the collapse is intense enough, it creates a region of space-time with gravity so strong, not even light can escape. That boundary is called the event horizon. Step past it, and you're lost to the universe forever. But it gets weirder. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, space and time warp near massive objects. In a black hole, they warp to the extreme. Time slows. Space curves. Inside, all matter is crushed into an infinitely small point called a singularity. At least that's what the equations say. But here's the problem. A singularity breaks physics. It's where our laws of nature stop working. It's a dead end in our understanding of the universe, which is why many physicists believe the singularity isn't the final answer. It's just a placeholder for something we don't yet understand. And this is where the universe within theory starts to take shape. Because if the center of a black hole isn't just a point of destruction, then maybe, just maybe, it's something else entirely. Not an ending, but a beginning. Let's zoom out. Our universe, like a black hole, has a boundary. It's called the cosmic horizon, the farthest distance we can see. Beyond that, light hasn't had enough time to reach us since the Big Bang. Now here's where it gets interesting. This cosmic horizon behaves a lot like a black hole's event horizon. Once light passes beyond it, we can't observe it anymore. Not because it disappears, but because space itself is expanding too fast for the light to ever catch up. Sound familiar? Black holes have horizons where time stops. Our universe has a horizon that limits what we can observe. In both cases, information is hidden from view. And that similarity? It's not just a coincidence. The mathematics of black holes and the expanding universe overlap in ways that suggest something deeper might be going on. Maybe we're not just surrounded by space. Maybe we're inside a much larger structure, one that formed when something collapsed and created something entirely new. Enter Nikodem Popławski, a theoretical physicist with a radical idea. What if black holes don't collapse into singularities?
Enjoying the content?
What if inside every black hole, space doesn't compress to a point, but instead bounces back, like a spring recoiling under pressure? In this model, the extreme gravity inside a black hole causes a twist in space-time, one that avoids infinite density. Instead of a singularity, you get a new, expanding region of space, a baby universe. Think of it like this. A star collapses in one universe, and from that collapse, a new universe is born. On the outside, time seems to freeze as something falls into a black hole. But inside, time flows normally. Space expands. A Big Bang occurs, not in our universe, but in the new one forming inside. That new universe could have its own stars, galaxies, even life. Popławski's theory is grounded in a version of Einstein's equations that includes something called torsion, a twist in space-time itself. Torsion may prevent singularities from forming and instead lead to these bounces. And here's the wildest part. Our own Big Bang may have been one of these bounces. meaning our universe could be the interior of a black hole, formed in a higher dimensional parent universe. It's a staggering idea. One that suggests the Big Bang wasn't the start of everything, but just the start of our everything. And if true, it redefines what a black hole really is. Not just a cosmic grave, but a cosmic womb. Okay, so this theory is bold. But does any evidence support it? Well, there are several mysteries in modern cosmology that the universe within theory might help explain. First, the singularity problem. The standard Big Bang model starts with a singularity, a point of infinite density. But infinities don't sit well in physics. Popowski's bounce removes that singularity entirely. No infinity, no breakdown. Second, the uniformity of the early universe. When we look at the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang, we see incredible smoothness. Regions that should have never interacted appear nearly identical in temperature. It's called the horizon problem. A bounce from a black hole could explain that early uniformity. Then there's dark matter and dark energy, which make up 95% of the universe yet remain mysterious. Some researchers suggest that if we're inside a black hole, the effects of higher dimensional physics might appear to us as dark components. This theory also overlaps with the idea of a multiverse, a cosmos where each black hole births its own universe, each with slightly different physical laws. And yes, it's speculative. There's no way yet to test it directly. But science often starts with bold speculation. The key is whether the math holds, and in this case, it surprisingly does. We don't yet know if the universe within theory is correct, but it offers an elegant explanation for several unsolved cosmic puzzles, and that's why some physicists believe it deserves serious attention. If this theory is true, then it opens a mind-blowing possibility. Every black hole in our universe could be creating new universes, right now, constantly. Imagine an infinite branching tree of realities. A black hole forms, a universe is born. That universe makes stars, stars die. More black holes, more universes. It's not just creation, it's evolution, cosmic natural selection. Universes that are good at producing black holes create more universes. Those that aren't, fade away. That means the traits of our universe, its laws of physics, its constants, might exist because they lead to black holes. And it gets more personal, because we exist inside one of those universes, maybe inside a black hole. And maybe the choices our universe makes, what it creates, what it destroys, will ripple outward into realities we'll never see. We are, in a sense, the descendants of another reality's death, and the ancestors of something yet to be born. All stories have an end, even cosmic ones. Our universe is expanding. One day, all stars will burn out. Matter will decay. Even black holes will slowly evaporate through Hawking radiation. It will be cold, dark, quiet. But maybe that's not the end. Maybe the last black hole in our universe will collapse inward. And on the inside, a new universe will be born. The cycle continues, a phoenix rising from its own ashes, a cosmic resurrection. And just like us, maybe someone in that next universe will look up at the stars and wonder where it all came from. They'll study black holes, the Big Bang, the same questions we ask now. And maybe, just maybe, they'll discover what we are only beginning to suspect, that the darkness around them is also where it all began. Because in the grandest mystery of them all, creation and destruction might be the same thing. This is Boundless Universe, and if your mind just expanded a little, imagine what we'll explore next. Subscribe now and stay curious.